Hello everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for joining us today. So I'm really excited about today's launch because the Botanics is literally a very personal choice for me to do because I absolutely love anything botanical. We've got the flowers, the peonies, we've got the orchids, we've got the geometric pots and the greenhouses as well. So I'm really hoping that you're enjoying the collection because this collection is just a true reflection of my personality. This is what how I like to decorate my home and also how I like my garden to be as well. So today we're going to be concentrating on the pretty pots. Now I love this geometric design and there's so many different uses for this design. So let me grab the die set. I have it put away already, but let me just grab that down. Okay, so here it is. So it's a very simple die set and there's so much that you can do with it, and you could turn them into pots with lids, so you can make tiny little gift boxes with them, you can make lanterns with them because we have the intricate cutouts as well. Just think how beautiful that's going to look on your garden table with a few battery operated tea lights in them. And again, you can build them up to whatever size using the square base or the hexagon base. So let's get a move on now. So we have here a tall and skinny one. I have the peonies in, so I absolutely love these peonies. So there's tutorials for the orchid and the peonies on the CraftStash website and also on the CraftStash YouTube channel, and they will be appearing over time on my own YouTube channel. So we have this square based vase here with just a tall and skinny one, and here we have the wider version. Here it is. So I've got two versions here. So just changing the type of cardstock that you have is really going to change the different sort of look. So I've gone for a classic white here for the orchid, and we've got a shorter one as well with the classic white as well. So let's pop this aside, and here we have some metallics as well. So there we have the shorter one, and then we have the taller one. So today let's clear the decks. I still kind of want these to be in frame so I can look at them because I think they're really nice. Okay, so we're going to start off with a really simple one now. So I have something here we're going to be making a little later on. So this is going to be another orchid, and I'm going to use a teeny weeny pot. So this is going to be using the square base. So we're going to be finishing that one off. So just cut yourself one panel, and I've used like a bronze metallic shimmer cardstock here. So score, all the score lines I've done for you, you just need to fold them down and then just fold over these tabs here. This one is so quick and easy to make. Okay, so grab yourself some glue, which I have hidden from myself. Let's see if I can find it. Here we are. So I'm just going to add some glue just to this tab here. Again, you can use some red tape if you wish. Okay, because this is a coated cardstock, it does take slightly longer to dry. So I'm just going to leave that there for a few moments before I move on to finishing off the base. Okay, so I'm now ready to pop the square on. So you get the square in the die set as well. It's perfectly sized for this pot. And all we do is just pop that on and then just hold that in place while that dries. Just grabbing my bone folder as well so we can turn that over. Just press down. Okay, so I'm going to insert a photo here so you can actually see what this little pot looks like with its lid. So you can have it open like this, or you can cut out some of these hinges here and another one of these, and then you can make yourself a lid. Okay, so that is the little pot. Now let's move on to the larger pot. So I have everything already. I'm going to run out of space here. I have everything already done. Everything's cut, so we're going to be making an even taller version of this. that's pretty tall, so let's make a bigger one. So you're going to be needing 8, so let's put these in sets of 2. And what I've done is I've already cut them out and folded all of the score lines. So in each set of 2, I'm just going to grab my scissors. Shall I go for big scissors or little scissors? I think I'll go for big scissors. On each one, just take up one, and then we're going to cut. Because this is a hexagon, we need 6 tabs, so we have 4 on this one here, and on this one we need to keep 2, which means from this side tab here on the side we need to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what we're keeping, and then we can cut off the rest. And you can keep these again to the side if you want to kind of just create a new, instead of cutting new pieces, you can create tabs just to join them together. So you should have something that looks like this now. So we have a side tab and 2 tabs at the bottom and 4 triangles. And now all we have to do is just join these together just like that. So let's get the glue out again. Okay, so I'm just going to do exactly the same on the others. Okay, so you should have now 4 of these long panels with 6 tabs along the bottom. That is pretty much going to be the height of our pot. So as you can see, you can build it up and you can really get quite adventurous with this. Okay, so the easiest way I found to do it is to kind of like a clay pot, you would build it up as you go. Instead of sticking all this together as one panel and then trying to glue it all together, it can get incredibly fiddly around here. But if you wanted to try it, feel free to be my guest to try it the harder way. But this is what your panel should look like before you start gluing together. It needs to kind of be in this diamond shape, just like that. So you would have all of these in a row. It's up to you if you want to give that a go, but I'm going to do it the easy way. So you're going to be needing the larger of the 2 hexagons. That's going to be your base. So I'm just going to glue this together just there to make the hexagon. Okay, so we're going to glue the base on now. So you can add the glue all the way around the tabs, or you can add it all around the edge here of the hexagon. And then pop that on. Okay, so you should have something that now looks like that. So it's just like the one here. So you can build up another wall now. So we're going to add glue now to these bottom tabs here, and we're going to build it up. Again, this is where thin red tape would probably be your friend for doing this. I'm going to do the last tab last. So choose your starting point. And then just add them on. Okay, just to speed things up, I'm switching over to red tape now, so that is all prepped. So let's get everything pressed down. The secret to getting really good sticky with your tape, any double-sided tape, is to press down your backing tape. So this will make it stick better, and it will also make it a lot easier to lift up the tape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up the tape on all of these. There we go, so that has come together a lot faster than using the glue. So this is 3 walls high, 1, 2, 3. So let's go for the 4th. Okay, and that is our super tall vase. That is really quite tall, so we can put flowers in here. So let's take some of these peonies out. That's a really nice set there of some vases, some lovely geometric vases there. So we can take some of our peonies out. So here we have the darker pink using the same peony paper pad, and then we have one using the lighter shade from the same pack as well. And this vase, as it's wider than this little square one, you can build up some more peonies. You could probably get a good 5 in there. And then I have the peony leaves that I've also put onto wire stakes as well. So here they are. I can just pop those in. Yes, there's plenty of room here for some more flowers. So if you have the Gerbera set as well, you can add loads of different types of flowers. You don't have to stick with the peonies. So yeah, you can see straight down there. So there's plenty more room there for a massive bunch of flowers. So I'm going to pop this large pot aside now, so I can make up a larger bunch of flowers for this. And then I really love the arrangement that I had in this little one here. So let's pop all that back. There we go. Okay, so let's pop this over to the side again. So now we're going to quickly pop together the orchid. Okay, so that is this little tiny orchid here, and to get all these petals here, the actual flowers of the orchids, there is a tutorial for that on the CraftStash YouTube channel and on the product page, and there'll also be one on my YouTube channel as well. So you can find me on Helen Griffin UK on YouTube. So if you wondered why I quickly changed these flowers over for the top and the bottom one, I made this one a tighter flower, so it's more in a bud, because the buds come up at the top here and the older flowers are along the bottom as the stem continues to grow. Okay, so that is the teeny weeny little orchid. These are looking really nice and sweet together now. They're going to look lovely on a shelf together. Okay, so now just to finish off, I have some succulents here again. Oh, and this is reindeer moss. If you're wondering what to search for when looking for this sort of moss, it's reindeer moss. I have no idea why it's called that. Okay, so we have here a tiny little piece of polystyrene. So I'm just going to glue this into the bottom of the hexagonal pot here, just so that it just pads it up a little bit more. And here I have another sort of like it's not reindeer moss, but it's some sort of like twiggy moss. Just look in haberdasheries and florist places, they should sell things like this. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in there. I've got just enough left for one more pot, so I'm going to pop that in there. So let's glue that in place. There we go, and I've used the succulent here. Which set was it? It was the Stunning Succulents die set, and I've used the succulent pearlescent paper as well. So I've cut out 2 here, I've used all 4 of them for this one, and just the smallest 3 for this one here. I'm just going to glue that on there. This is going to look exactly like one of the samples I made, which I don't mind because I quite like this one, but maybe I should add some variation. I don't know. Okay, so there is room here for one more, so I may just do another one here just for the back. Okay, so those are the pretty pots. There are so many different ways that you can use these pretty pots with everything in my collection. They'll even fit inside the terrariums as well. So I do have a little terrarium here. Here we go. Clear the decks again. There's so much on my desk. Full botanical mode here. Okay, so here I have one of the geometric ones, and now I think this one might be a bit too big because I put in the extra frame in there. That might be a bit too big, but one of the smaller ones will definitely fit inside there as well. If you had a little succulent in there, you could have like a set of 2 or 3 in there. That would fit in just fine. This might be a bit too tall. I'm knocking stuff over now. This may just be a bit too tall, but that would also fit with it sticking out. That looks quite pretty as well. Okay, so I'm just getting carried away now, decorating everything and playing with all of my lovely botanical things. So thank you ever so much for joining me today, and back to the studio with Lou.